this episode of On the Road with Kelly and Bob. I'm Bob Phillips.
And I'm Kelly Phillips. This is a special occasion of this program for us because it's the 100th episode.
Can you believe it? We started traveling all over America almost 2 years ago now, and every week for 100 weeks in a row, we have dropped a new episode. Haven't missed a single week in all that time.
Yeah, and that's because there are lots of stories out there still waiting to be told. But this week, in honor of the 100th episode, we thought we'd do a little time traveling.
Yeah, we're headed back well over 100 years to something called the Five and Dime.
I'm Karen Harper, and I was born and raised right here in Harrisville, West Virginia. Spent my whole life here till I got married and moved out part way from here, about 25 minutes. I would rather be in the country than even a town this big. I love the country. But I remember coming uptown here to the library on the corner, and we would come in here and spend our nickels and dimes and buy smoke bombs. Purple and blue were our favorite. My sister brought all kinds of jewelry. We bought little trinkets.
For Karen Harper, the memories run deep here in the little town where she grew up. Harrisville, West Virginia is the seat of Ritchie County, but this quiet little burg can barely scrape together a population of 1,600 souls.
Yeah, and that's just the way Karen likes it.
I love our little town. I can walk down Main Street as a grown-up, and it has the same feel that it did when I was young. We have been in this building since 1915. So I remember the store as a little kid. And when I got older and started working here, I worked for Fred Berdine, whose father originally opened the store in 1908. It was on the corner. And when this building was finished in 1915, he started moving everything across the street till he filled it up. So it never really ever closed down. So it is the oldest continually operated at 117 years. Same family owned it until 1983.
The Five and Dime, for those of you who are not familiar, this was kind of the predecessor to places like Walmart and Dollar Store. The stores were located just about everywhere you could find people.
Yeah, and the name comes from the fact that most things in the store, they cost just that, 5 cents or a dime. It was a simpler time in a simpler economy, and they were the lifeblood of American cities. Until they weren't.
But here in Harrisville, West Virginia, you can still find an authentic Five and Dime. And guess what? It's the oldest one in the country.
So Kit Carson Berdine, they called him KC, opened the store, came from Pennsylvania, met a Ritchie County girl up there, fell in love, and came here to live and open a store. But his son took over in the mid-50s. And I know that his son, when he was little, would sleep underneath one of the half shelves in here when he was too little to not be awake all day. He would take naps on the shelf. And just great stories, you know. And Fred had the store until 1983. He was in his mid to late 70s at that time. I had worked for him for 2 years, from 1981 till 83. And then...
So you're a newcomer now.
I am. I'm still learning. So when the Six family bought it, their goal was to keep the store alive, not let it fade away. They loved older things, and so that's their goal. It's never something they're going to live off of, but they're going to have a lot of fun with it, enjoy knowing it's here.
What can folks find in here?
Oh, goodness. They come in for things that they need, like sewing supplies, just basic sewing supplies, yarns and quilt blocks, threads, needles. We have shaving stuff, shaving soap, shaving mugs, straight razors. We have hardware, little bits of hardware that you might not think about looking when you're out somewhere. They come in for candy. That's always, it really is a specialty. We have good candy. And everybody gets samples. And they come in and they have their favorites, of course. And then they find new favorites as we bring in new things. So, but toys and they like to buy their kids things that they had when they were young. And as much as we can, we do that. They're buying memories to share with their family. And that's what the store really is all about. To me, it's about the people. They're amazing. They come in from everywhere. They come in from Texas and Georgia and California and Canada. We've had people from Australia and Germany. New York. I mean, just everywhere across the United States and beyond.
I remember going to the Five and Dime as a kid. For me, it was always a big adventure because they had so much stuff there.
You know what it was for me? It was the candy.
I'm shocked.
I mean, those things you can't find anymore. That is, except for here at Berdine's.
Do you carry some of the old style candy that you don't find anymore, or are we just talking about candy bars that we can get anywhere?
Oh, no, we sell bulk candy, and that's what really brings them in. They find the old candy bars and stuff here that we carry, but the orange slices, the chocolate-covered peanuts.
Oh, you just said orange slices.
Oh, and they are the best. They are
Yes!
the best. You will like these. Coconut haystacks we have now. We have double dip blueberries. There are dried blueberries and chocolate. We have some specialty candies like triple dip malt balls. There's an ultimate malt ball that has dark, light, and milk chocolate surrounding it. Banana bread pecans, chocolate-covered pecans with banana bread flavor. And then our English walnuts. Our English walnuts and chocolate have consistently been our best seller forever. We carry licorice from Finland and Holland. But it draws them in. When they've tasted them, they come back for them.
Now, they call these places Five and Dime because most things back then were maybe a nickel or
Or a
two.
dime.
In fact, when this store opened, nothing in the store cost more than a dime. I mean, one of the slogans was, if you can't find it anywhere, stop at Berdine's.
And if you are lucky, Karen herself will show you around the store. And that might include some impromptu performances.
Okay, so this little piece of plastic can make you a musician with very little talent at all, which would be me.
Really?
Yes, you hold your mouth in a circle like a pop bottle. You're going to take a deep breath and blow across the pop bottle while this is in front of your mouth and wiggle your tongue, and that's all you do. Okay, that's the noise. Anybody can do that. And you can play anything if you practice. I have 5 songs.
Amazing Grace.
Take Me Home Country Roads, Happy Birthday, When the Saints Go Marching In, and Deck the Halls. So there you go. I've got it covered, right? Everybody's welcome. We treat everybody the same, and it doesn't matter because everybody inside is an awesome person created. We want to make sure they feel that when they leave. And so that's why I'm here. It's the people. God gave me a gift for people, a love for people, and I want to let people know that they're important.
You hear us say the phrase, a trip back in time every now and then. And this story truly was for us. It took me back to when I was a kid.
And apparently lots of people have that same experience. But one thing we realized as we drove away was that for us, Berdine's just wouldn't be Berdine's without Karen Harper and all the other people who work there.
Let's pick up with more of our visit and our conversation with Karen. What did you like about this place when you were a little girl coming in here?
It smelled good when you
It
come in.
smelled good.
There's a smell when you come in that's just
Yes.
older and rich, like your grandma's cellar or a building that you went into when it was hot in the summer, and those smells bring back good things. And then of course the candy, that's a draw. So, but yeah, I remember really just being ornery and buying tricks. Just this purple smoke bombs. We got in lots of trouble with them.
Can you still smell that smell, or are you immune to it
I'm
now?
kind of immune to it. Someone told me once, they said, they met me out somewhere, in another store somewhere, and they said, well, you smell like Berdine's. And I thought, is that good? Am I musty? What do I smell like? I mean, that's not for this probably, but it tickled me, but I have been here a long time. And the smell you get is everything combined. It's the candy, the candles, the soaps, the wooden floors when you oil them, especially. Just those smells that bring back things.
It's not musty, it's nostalgic. Why do you stay here?
Part of it's the charm of the building. You could move this into a bigger building and have more stuff, but it wouldn't feel the same. It wouldn't be the same. The wooden counters with the little glass bins and the red dividers, and again, the creak of the floor when you walk across it. Memories of running behind him when you were a kid and getting in trouble. Get out from behind there, come over here. I mean, things like that you won't get in another place. So as long as we can rent this building and it's standing, we'll be here, I expect.
Is Berdine's a destination for people?
It is. It has become a real destination, which amazes me. We're so little, but I know we have a lot of stuff, and it's fun, but they enjoy them. If they come in, they'll tell people about us and say, you need to stop. I think that's because we love the people. We care about people. We try to interact with them. We'll play with your kids on the floor if we can. We want to show you things hands-on. We want you to enjoy reminiscing and having fun. I have been here 43 years. So people come in expecting to see my face a lot of times. And I've seen kids come in strollers that are bringing their kids in now and bringing that next generation in.
Who are some of the people that come in here?
Oh my goodness. I would say almost any type. Sometimes we have people that come to our local courthouse and they say, oh, we saw you, we wanted to come in. We have lawyers, we have doctors, we have businessmen, we have people that are from another country. We have people that come in with their kids because they want to show them what they experienced as a kid, looking for that, building new memories. I think we get every genre of person out there.
I'm old enough that I remember the five and dime in my neighborhood where I grew up. Mm-hmm. But kids today didn't grow up with this. They grew up with Walmart and Dollar General and all of that. What are you missing out on if you haven't been to a place like this?
I don't know if I can say what they've missed out on, but I can give you examples. A teenage boy came in with his mom and his aunt, and he started looking, and we were playing, we were exploring, we were showing him things and telling stories and listening to his stories. And they at one point said, oh, and you didn't even want to come in. He said, oh, yes, I did. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. So they're experiencing things they won't experience, and they enjoy it. When you can get them to engage with you and talk to you and show them things, they get excited about some of those simple things again. And that's fun. They're amazed at a Jacob's ladder. They tops that spin, batons. Some of the girls don't know what batons are. You can show them what a baton is.
They're not electronic. They're not digital.
No. So you bring them back to the basics of their imagination. And so I think that's what they're missing, using their imagination and creating and talking to people and doing those conversations and experiencing people and themselves as they do it.
You don't mean talking to people like face to face, do you?
Yeah, not the But yes, you actually look them in the eye and you let them know you're thinking about them. You're not distracted by music or something else.
There are very few breakable things around here, so this is a hands-on store.
They're kid tested. They know the toys won't break. The things they can touch or reach shouldn't be broken. Parents can relax in this side of the store and not be a little stressed by it. And it's new for them, too, because they say, oh, don't touch anything. I hear them come in the door. Don't touch anything. Keep your hands. And I say, well, that's up to you guys. But we encourage people to play. You guys can play. So we want you to look at a kaleidoscope and experience it for the first time. We want you to try a yo-yo and laugh because you couldn't do it.
At one time, there were five and dime stores all over America. Now, maybe a handful are left. This one's the oldest one in the whole country. How important were these stores to America back in the day?
They were the mainstay for people. Every town that was large enough would have a store that was a general store or a five and dime, and you knew you could go in there and buy things not expensive, have a huge variety, take your kids, get everything you needed, and then go home and everybody's happy. I think Fred used to sell nylon stockings when they were available. He had bolo ties. He had polyester socks. He had toys. He had candy. He had big hardware. He had little hardware. He had everything you needed. You knew you could come in and buy your thread, your sewing, your school books. You could get the paper. You could buy anything that you had to have. And I've had people come in once a month, once a week, and that was their big trip to come into town. They would come in here and get some things first, and then they would go get the rest of their stuff and then travel home in their buggy.
It kind of sounds
I hear those stories.
It kind of sounds like this was the glue that held America together, this kind of place.
it was a focus for people to come and meet and get their business done and then spread out beyond that.
What are some of your favorite things in the store? I know the candy, which I'm thinking that's going to be
I can't have
mine.
any of the candy.
You can't have any?
Thank God. The first year I worked here, I gained 20 pounds. So, no, I can't have the candy. But, and that's okay. I like the duck on the bike is one of my favorites. We've had it for over 30 years, probably. I still smile every time I watch him go. I wind him up at least once a day, I tell people.
Duck on the bike?
He's a little metal duck on a bike. His feet pedal and his little BB skins. Yeah. So I like him. I like the Jacob's Ladder. I like these books that move. That's been a popular one. We've had them a while. Eventually it won't be, maybe. But right now those are great. I like the kaleidoscopes. We have some really unique kaleidoscopes. I like the wooden toys when we have them. I like them a lot. I like glass pens that are glass pens you write with and dip in the ink. I like books. We have great books that pop up and do magical things for kids. Some of them just pop up great big, and things that kids can do with grown-ups that are fun. I like those kinds of things.
Show me one of those books real
these
quick.
books.
Sure. These books are really awesome for little kids, and they're amazing for big kids. They will move with every page. And the first book they did, if I have it on the shelf, tells you that you're special whatever you can do. They're made so that kids can learn with the colors and the wording and to learn easier to read. So those are fun. We've had those a long time. We have musical spoons. No, I'm not the spoon lady, but there you go. These are cheaters.
That's pretty good.
These
Do
are
that one
cheaters.
more time for me.
Anybody can hold this and get some noise out of that, make some music if they practice a little bit, just a little rhythm. One of the things I like a lot, what the frog. Oh yeah, we have to show the frog. So this is a finger puppet. Hi, my name is George. And they always have a voice, and it's always George, and I've only met 2 Georges in like 2 years. So then you push him down, and when you let go, he will leap 10 feet or more. So when you do this, you can, he hit you. It's good for hand and eye coordination, so kids learn to be coordinated. And for even older people, you can shoot someone 15 feet away and not hurt them. And that's a plus for grown-ups and kids, and cats do like it, and dogs eat them.
And what does he sound like again?
Oh, hi, my name is George, who are you? That's this guy. He's always that voice. I don't have more than 2 or 3 voices. We have the x-ray goggles that you can see the bones in your hand with when you put them on.
Yeah,
People thought they were. They do. I'm telling you, they do. You try them.
Okay.
80% of the people that try them see them, and some people got kind of creeped by it. But you get close to the light here. Just step up a little closer.
Okay.
When you put them on, hold your hand way out in front of you up to the light. Bring your hand out far away from you. Can you see where your bones are?
Oh, yeah.
See, I told you.
Let me see what those
No
look
false
like.
advertising. But everybody that comes in can get a candy sample or 2 regardless.
Tell me about that scale right there. How old
That
is
scale's
that?
magnificent. It goes back so old. I don't know the date specifically, but it goes from 10 cents a pound for candy to 60 cents a pound on the back. It would tell us how much to charge you for every increment, every little piece. It would tell you, yeah, there'd be 7.5 cents or whatever. But it breaks it down, and we still use it. It's still inspected every year, and it's still accurate.
So we can get a pound of candy for 60 cents? Is that what?
Well, inflation hit, and if you could time travel back to the day that was here, I'd be glad to sell it to you. So if you travel back in time, I'm going with you.
How important is this place to you? What's it mean to you in here?
I didn't realize how important it was to me till COVID hit. We were shut down for a very short time, and how much I miss the people and the loss of them in my life, to hug me when they come in, to say hi, to catch up. The people to me are the glue that holds this together. But to me, it's vital for some people, to share that history as they go forward and hold on to a little bit of good. And I had a guy come in that had a bad day. He took off work, come to the courthouse. They had closed down for something and he didn't know if he was going to get his business done. And he said, I just want to look around a while. I said, okay, let's look around, like, do whatever, play, relax, I'll get you. And so 40 minutes later when he left, he said, I'm okay now. I can go away, I'm happy, I'm relaxed. And people tell me that all the time. You really slow down. So it's to me, it's a place that people can care and regroup sometimes. I've talked to people, I've cried with people, I've prayed with people, I've wished them well and seen them later and wondered, oh my gosh, I haven't seen them for a year, I wonder if they're okay. So that's it for me. It's a joy for me. And that's why I'm going to be here forever if I can.